Easy now, my peeps. I'm Angrydel, and this is the Cloaked Star Showcase. So, Epic have just released this new hero. It's another ninja. And looking at his skills, I mean, it's pretty obvious that he's focused around ninja stars. So, he's got throwing stars, which is your standard ninja star skill. But then on top of that, Cascade, which gives you an additional throwing star. Rapid Fire, which reduces the cooldown by 3 seconds. Rain of Death, which again gives you another ninja star. 7 Point, which again gives you another ninja star, or 2 additional ones in that case. And Fan of Stars, where the ninja throws 2 additional throwing stars in an arc. So it's pretty obvious he's entirely ninja star focused, ninja star shuriken focused. He doesn't really have any sword perks at all, other than Shadow Stance, but that doesn't give you additional damage. It just means if you get a melee kill, you get higher damage resistance, and the cost of Mantis Sleep is reduced. So the build that I'm going to go with, bearing in mind, as I say, is ability focused with the Shurikens. I've got Shuriken Master Sarah in my support slot, which gives me an increased 20% ability damage. So that's going to help with those Shurikens to increase their damage. And then I've got Jonesy, who's got the Lucky Stars bonus, which gives you an additional 40% headshot damage on throwing stars. So both of those together are basically the perfect combination to complement his perk. So let's take this to the field now and just see how he pans out. So I'm going to go into a level 82 encampment. My hero's leveled up to 82, so the ability damage should be reasonably well balanced. And just check out how useful those ninja stars are on the actual encampments when we've got sort of large groups of mobs. So unfortunately the Shurikens don't have penetrative damage. So unlike I think Shuriken Master Sarah's got that, where you can actually hit a husk and the husk behind it up to 3 times. He doesn't have that, so it's really kind of, you know, it's a spread Shuriken intended to wave clear, I guess. But we're just going to see how this one pans out. Right, so I'm heading for my first encampment here. In terms of my loadout, I mean, I've gone with a sword, but other than Shadow Stance, I don't really get any sword perks. And Shadow Stance doesn't give me any more damage. It just gives me more damage resistance and a reduced cost of Mantis Sleep. So it's not really necessary. You could just go in with guns. Probably would be better, to be honest. But I'm just going to try this and see how it pans out. So let's trigger this and have a go on these Shurikens and see how they square up. Right, so with that spread arc there, I did want to hit that fella, but yeah, they're not quite as powerful as I was hoping they'd be, or expecting them to be, particularly as I've got that ability damage perk, and it doesn't, as you saw there, it does absolutely no damage to the tankier stuff. I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be of more use on the low levels. Let's see how it deals with this mob here. No, it's not really doing much, to be honest. Like the damage there, the cooldown on it is very quick, so it's only a few seconds, but as you can see, the damage is not brilliant. I mean, maybe if I was landing headshots, but it's very hard to land, you know, multiple headshots with this on a group of minions, so it's not really doing it for me. I mean, you can see there that if the damage isn't even enough to kill the low levels in one hit, then it's not going to be much use for wave clearing overall. Get rid of these fellas. Yeah, and because he hasn't got any sword perks, like you can see there again, the sword's not doing a great deal of damage. So I've got a huge mini-mob coming at me here. Let's see if it will take them out quickly. No, not really. Again, I mean, if I stand a bit closer, you can see, I mean, it is killing them, but I don't think it's killing them quick enough to warrant playing as this hero. Bear in mind, his entire focus is on these Shurikens, and on top of that, I've got 2 perks that are supposed to buff them. So I've got the Jonesy headshot one, and I've got the ability damage bonus, and it's just not really doing it for me. We'll have another crack at an encampment, but I'm not expecting this to go particularly well, to be honest. I mean, I'm gonna try using it with a gun. So rather than running around with a sword and expecting things to get in melee range, I'm going to give this a little go and see if this helps at all. It's not helping. Uh-oh. Oh shit, and I'm down. Yeah, it's useless on the tanky stuff. The Shurikens are useless on the tanky stuff, and in my opinion, they're nowhere near powerful enough for the low levels. I mean, that should You know, that should really be smashing that mob to pieces. Otherwise, what's the point in it? I've got to flip back to my guns on the tankier stuff. There, I mean, look at that. They're just not dying. It is, I mean, you know, as you can see, you can keep moving backwards like this and killing them off, but it's not really the ideal situation. You want to be able to clear these waves quickly, and just not doing it at all. I've run out of ability power now as well, which isn't helping. So I've essentially got nothing. I don't know what Epic were thinking, to be honest. They should have made these way more powerful than they are. I mean, even if it was one hit in the low levels consistency, I don't feel like this skill alone would, you know, really warrant you wanting to play this hero. If you do want to go with a Shuriken focused ninja, then Shuriken Master Sarah's a better choice, frankly. She's got oh my god, I'm just getting wrecked here, getting absolutely wrecked. She's got piercing stars, which is a much better skill in my opinion than giving you a wide arc. The wide arc's not helping because all it's doing is, you know, it's spreading the shot out, which would be nice if they were powerful enough to one-hit things, but they're not. So it's kind of pointless, to be honest. Right, I'm going to run over to this encampment again anyway. We'll have another crack at it. I'm not really looking forward to this. Okay, here we go. Right, so just going to try and thin these mobs out with the Shurikens and take the laser eyes out with my assault rifle. Oh dear. He's not a happy chap, is he? Okay, we Shuriken this lot. Does absolutely nothing. This is just dreadful. This is absolutely dreadful. What were Epic thinking? I mean, when they make these heroes, they're obviously, you know, they're not. I don't expect them to get it perfect first time. Sometimes they need balance, and that's understandable. But something like this, an entirely Shuriken-focused hero that, well, you can see he's doing shit all. I killed what? Maybe 2 of them then? Compared to any soldier class with a grenade, you would be clearing those mobs way quicker. On top of that, you've got all of your assault rifle perks. This to me just doesn't make sense. Now, I will admit, I'm not a regular ninja player. So, you know, if you're a regular ninja player, you might have a slightly different view on the skill set and its usefulness. But I just can't see it personally. I mean, crescent kick, you know, useless, doesn't even kill the low levels. Okay, it's good for stunning laser eyes and things like that, but you've obviously got to be up close and husky for it to work. And smoke bomb, frankly, is, you know, again, just quite a mediocre skill if you ask me. It's not something that is a game changer. This is just really disappointing because it would have been nice to see, you know, a genuine Shuriken-focused hero that was actually useful. I mean, imagine that if that was just doing a bit of wave clear there, that would be useful and it would make sense to play this hero. But as it stands, it seems a bit pointless to me. Again, I mean, even with the headshots, yeah, it's just not clearing them quick enough. Like there, two minions, utterly useless. I could have killed them quicker with pretty much any skill on any other hero, any, you know, grenade skill or shockwave or Teddy even would have been more useful than that. All right, here we go, round 3. I'm starting to think though what Epic should have maybe done to make this a useful hero is rather than, oh shit, I just hit the wall with them then. Rather than having 7 Shurikens going off at all angles, they should have just done a successive shot of 7 so that you could quickly take the tanks down with it or at least do a heap of damage. This to me is just useless. I mean, you know, okay, the cooldown on it's good, so I can pretty much throw them consistently and regularly and thin the mobs out a little bit, just do a little bit of damage to them. But yeah, I'm just not feeling this at all. I just don't understand why Epic have made a hero this useless. It just isn't doing anything. Look at it, absolutely nothing. Yeah, so I mean, if it had been 7 throwing stars in quick succession, at least then you could sort of move around with them, you know, strafe left and right, take a few targets out, take the huskies out, that sort of thing. This, I mean, even with 7 of them going as well, it's quite, you can see like a lot of those stars aren't hitting anything. You can't really aim it properly. I suppose if you stood close to a target, all 7 of them will hit them at once, so there is that. So if I stand right on top of something, even then, that didn't even kill him then. I'll try that on a husky with full health, just to see what it does. He's not full, but... yeah, even that's not really doing much, is it? So even if multiple stars are hitting your target... oh, this fella's relatively full health. Well, it did a bit of damage on him. Yeah, I mean, he's nearly dead from that, but still not quite enough to kill him. So I guess, you know, if you stood on top of them, okay, it does do a bit more damage, and you can, you know, at least hope to kill some stuff, but it's just not enough. It's not enough to make it worthwhile. Like, why would you play as this hero? There's just nothing in his locker that is particularly good. Is this fella on full health? Let's see. Headshot. That wasn't a headshot, and I just got killed doing that. That was a waste of fucking time. So there we go, guys. I have to say, I'm just finding this guy to be absolute dog shit, and I'm pretty disappointed with Epic, because if you're gonna release a mythic hero, then really they should be something exceptional. We've seen a few now that they haven't been particularly impressive at all, and I just feel like, I don't know, the guys at Epic, they've bloody given up. It's literally their entire focus must be on Battle Royale at the moment, because this to me is just very poor. We've not seen a mythic ninja other than Swordmaster Ken, and I was expecting something special, something that I could, you know, either wave clear with very quickly or do a lot of damage with in combat on the tanks. But this guy's got neither of those things. It just doesn't make sense as to why you would play this ninja over any of the others. If you want a wave clear ninja, then, you know, go with a dragon ninja where you can literally knock a mob out in 2 seconds. Or if you want a tank killer, then go with a DPS ninja like Swordmaster Ken, Harvester Sarah, that sort of thing. This guy's just got nothing. He's got absolutely fucking nothing. Look at it. Useless. Absolutely useless. So I have to say, guys, if you've unlocked this fella and you've been saving up your XP for a while, I wouldn't bother to level him up. It's just a complete and utter waste of time. I'm annoyed with myself, to be honest, that I've leveled him up this far, but at least I could show you guys quite how useless he is. So yeah, I'd save your hero XP if you've got a Harvester Sarah or a Dragon Ninja. Just go with one of those. They're both better in their own arenas. Sarah or Swordmaster Ken even for DPS and tank killing. And any of the Dragon Ninjas for wave clear. But I hope you enjoyed the video anyway, and if you learned anything from it, it's not to bother leveling this fella up. So, you know, you're probably going to unlock him. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's good to have in your locker, but just don't bother leveling up, because you're just going to be woefully disappointed. But anyway, guys, until next time, GG, well played, and laters, fam. Laters.